Hey, how you doing? This is Professor Jerry Logan talking to you today about the syllabus for tomorrow's class, Intro to Sociology, Sociology 101 for the spring 2021 semester. So, unfortunately, this class does not meet. However, what I decided to do is make it as much interactive as possible. So, therefore, I'm going to go through everything for that I have for you for this semester so that I'll be able to guide you through it and give you that in class feeling, even though we're doing this online. Right now, I got tired of watching the Bears getting beat down by the Saints. However, I'm a lot of Falcons fan, so still want to see the Saints lose. However, for the Bears fans, sorry. Hopefully, y'all have a better year next year. So let me get started real quick. Once again, I'm Jerry Logan. So what I do have right here is the information for the class. So I'm gonna go through everything as we go step by step. So one of the things I want to start over is showing you the contents of the class, uh, starting with the announcements. So for the announcement section, here it is, the class schedule of what we have coming up starting tomorrow. And then let me see if this works right. Okay. So this is let me go over the syllabus first. So I got everything hooked up. So as you click on things, opens it up. However, I go back again, it shows you how you can access everything just going by so that you have everything for this course. So therefore, it's an internet course, as you see, Intro to Sociology, spring 2021. My name, Jerry Logan again. A bunch of credentials I have. MBA, Masters in Business, Masters of Arts in Sociology, Masters in Project Management, ABD's Auburn dissertation for my doctorate in Business Administration, and concentration for that doctorate degree is International Finance. So right now I'm just doing a thesis, a dissertation, which is it's a book basically about 300 some pages, but I'm gonna knock it out. I got this. Speaking into existence. My grandmother always told me, speaking into existence, it will happen. For this course, we have. Let me just start by this. This is my email address. So this is one of the fastest ways to email me. It's through my email address. You send me an email, I get back to you as soon as possible. It goes straight to my cell phone. However, during the playoffs on Sunday for football and Saturday, give me a moment because I'm watching this. After the Super Bowl, I'm good. So after the football, on a Sunday, give me to after the Super. Don't please, after the Super Bowl, we'll be all right. But right now, for Saturday and Sunday, if you send me an email, I can try to get back with you between the commercials at halftime. During football season, after that, we'll be good to go. So, but always, anytime, just send me an email. So I email my students right back as soon as I hear from them. If you have any questions or concerns, always feel free to email me. And any questions that you have, feel free to contact me. I don't want you to be confused about anything. All right, so going on next is to the primary text that will be used in the Intro Sociology OpenStax. You all go to the bookstore, tell you exactly which book we're going to use for the semester. So I have a combination of, going through the book. However, I put a lot of the stuff in the PowerPoint presentations, and we'll be going over that as well. It's a 3-hour course. This course, it talks about the description, the major concepts, theories, and research methods. Just a little bit about research methods, not a whole lot. Within the field of sociology, the students examine how the behavior is shaped by the groups that we belong to and based upon the society in which we live. Topics for discussion, which is huge. To me, culture is always huge. Culture is for every ethnicity, every race. There's a form of culture that has something to do with the more of a biological trait. However, you get to ethnicity and you switch on over and then you talk about culture of a different ethnicity. So you can belong to this particular race. However, at this time you can practice the culture of another race because sometimes you think about it, race is not a culture, it is a way of practice, a way of life. We'll get into that a little bit later because I got a whole chapter on culture. Socialization is huge, how we've been socialized. Uh, Socialization, the social institutions, deviant behavior, social stratification, global stratification, social class in the U.S., social inequalities, In particular, we look at classism, racism, and sexism. So in the content section, I'll be going over each particular section. So I'm going to give it from a student point of view and have you all review and be able to upload my PowerPoint presentations, and you'll be able to upload my videos. So upon completion of this course, you will be able to identify and explain the major sociological perspectives and the prominent sociological thinkers. That is very huge. Research process and research methods common to sociology today. It's a little bit about that. Number 3, we're going to talk about how culture, socialization, social interaction, social groups, and social networks impact human behavior. Social network is pretty much new as far as when you get into the social media type of things and the way we communicate. I was born in 1970, so I'm 50 years old. So back then, of course, we didn't have all the social networking sites that we have. We had different forms of social groups and social interactions as well. Number 4, you discuss the conformity, deviance, and crime and their impact on society. We also, number 5, explain how social stratification and inequality, as far as class and gender, race and ethnicity, of course, that inequality that represents the social forces, however, it has significant effects on individuals' lives. Number 6, describe the sociological understanding of marriage and family, which, of course, is one of the biggest social institutions in any society. Next, Prairie State General Education outcomes. Talk about the core knowledge and skills that we believe equip students develop personally as critical thinkers and as global citizens. So this is just some of the education learned, of course, communication, creative thinking, cultural understanding, which is huge, information literacy, and problem solving. So when we get into this detailed course outline, the sociological perspective, we're going to talk about, and my PowerPoint goes over all this stuff, the roots of sociology, the sociological thinkers, and the perspective of sociological research. We're going to look at culture, material, non-material culture, symbolic culture, subcultures, and cultural diversity. When we look at socialization, we look at also how much society makes us human. Socialization in itself, get into a little bit of George Herbert Mead. Gender socialization, which is very important, and our agents of socialization and the life course. So for the exam, we're going to go over those particular chapters for the first exam, giving y'all a heads up. So we're going to go over those first on the first exam. It's not a cumulative exam, so you will not be having to talk about the first 4 chapters on the final exam or the second. So we take the first 4 chapters, we do the exam, the first exam, bam, we go on to the next chapter, do the next couple of chapters, and then we do the second exam. Social structures and social interaction, which kind of gets into the macro, the social institutions, social integration, social construction of reality, societies and social networks as well. The next exam, the second exam, starts out with the deviance and social control. We talk about deviance, norms, and sanctions. Real big on the theories, and I'm going to talk a little bit about those more in the first chapter about the sociological theories, which is huge. Social stratification is a system of social stratification, global stratification, social class and inequality in the United States, social mobility and poverty. Of course, in the sociology course, we talk about sex and gender, distinguishing between sex and gender. Sex is what you're born with, and gender is what you identify with. Of course, there's a gender inequality in global perspectives. In the United States and across the world, patriarchy and the feminist response and gender and violence. I'm pretty low-key on gender and violence. I really don't bring that up too much. It's a very sensitive issue. It does exist. However, I don't really get too much in detail because it can bring back trauma to anyone, which I don't really get too much in detail. Race and ethnicity, we talk about race, the social construction of race, the myths and reality, the global patterns of intergroup relations, race and ethnic groups in the United States. And then the last particular one, so the final is going to talk about the sex and gender, race and ethnicity, and marriage and family are going to be for the final exam. So marriage and family in a global perspective, of course, family life cycle, diversity in the U.S. family, trends in the U.S. families. We talk about more or less the bright, I won't talk about the dark side, but the bright side of family life from Nicholas Stennett. So we're going to look at these as far as the exam. So those are the different topics we're going to go over. Remember, this is just the syllabus. This is day one. This is the first thing we're learning. So it's a lot of information, and I'm going to go over that a little bit more as far as in the syllabus and the class schedule. And then you got to start out with week 1, week 2, and get caught up to speed and make sure you're on time to complete the assignments and the exams in a timely fashion. So the first exam, worth 100 points. Goes through the first 4 chapters. The second exam, chapters 7, 9, and 10. So the second talks about the crime and delinquency. The next chapter talks about social class in the U.S. and the global stratification. So those 3 would be for the second exam. And then the final, again, we talk about race and ethnicity, sex and gender, and that's pretty much marriage and family. And that's pretty much it. So it's 3 exams worth 100 points each. I remind students, and I'm telling you again, you have to take all 3 exams. I have on multiple occasions and many of years where students somehow forget that they have a final exam, and I remind them it's in the syllabus, and we talked about this. So you have to take all 3 exams. I had a student in another course. Oops, I forgot to take the final, but this is after the class ended. I'm like, go back to the syllabus. So I'm telling you right now, you have to take all 3 exams. Okay? Second thing, discussion points. I'm going to go over those. So you have pretty much, I think it's 10 discussion points, 10 discussion questions, 25 points each. Now, a number of activities and discussions will be conducted throughout the course of the semester. Your active participation. The key word is active participation in these activities is a required component of the class. The purpose of these assignments to expand upon the textbook or supplemental readings assigned by me and are designed to enhance your understanding of the material and enhance your ability to contribute to the class. This is 225 points. Let me go back over this again. So if you have 3 exams worth 300 points, and you have discussion questions, 225 points, because it's a total of 675. If you do not do the discussion questions, you're losing 200 points. They're every week. I have them posted up. I'm going to go over some. They're every week and go into detail. I need you to complete the discussion questions. I have students at the last minute, it's finals in 2 weeks. I forgot to do all the discussion questions. So they're trying to go back and do 7 weeks of discussion questions. No, do them every week when it is due. If you have any questions, hit me up on an email. Let me know. I need you all to complete the discussion questions. I cannot stress that because each week those points are going to add up. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. The course, 2 course written assignments. It's a total of 150 points. It is actually 50 points for one and 100 for the other one. So this one right here actually is 2 to 3 pages. So I got to go back and go over that. It's actually 2 to 3 pages. Give y'all a break. First written assignments, 2 to 3 pages. I have a whole video on this. I also have it posted up just to give you a heads up because we're only discussing the syllabus and there's a date when it's due. It's worth 50 points. I give you all a little break, 2 to 3 pages, not 4 to 5. The assignment was based upon the current trend of today and how it affects the society. So we're talking about what's going on today. You would choose a particular topic and write your opinion of how it affects society. For example, people talk about the music industry, what's going on in the culture of music today. A lot of people in the video gaming, how gaming affects society, fashion, technology, social media, social networking, methods of communication, texts, how people do, just a whole bunch of different things. However, I do have everything. I go over that in a little bit when I discuss the content and show you all exactly how to find this and when is this due and all the information on it. Second written assignment, which is towards the end of the semester, is 5 to 7 pages. 5 to 7 full pages. I have another video on that talks about that. It's worth 100 points. So the first written assignment is 50. The second is 100. You research a particular topic and provide a written account of the process from any topic from any of the 10 chapters of the book. It's worth 25 points. You got to come up with the research part. And I'm not going to get all into it right now, but just you got to click on my video and it explains a little bit more in detail. Includes 2 sociological theories from any chapters of the course of the written assignment. So you can pick 2 theories that we discussed in the course. And you explain how these 2 theories support your point of view on the topic that you are discussing. So then the 2 theories are going to say what you agree, what you disagree, as far as what the theory says about your topic. And you tell me how you agree or disagree. However, like I said, this is towards the end of the semester. I have a whole video. I want you to watch that video as well. And then for the last part of it, you're going to explain the outlook of your future of your topic. Meaning that the first paragraph, you summarize everything. And then the second paragraph, you give me the outlook of the future. Again, I got a whole video on that. I'm going to show you how to access everything. So for here, look at these points. For the class is as follows. Remember, 3 exams are worth 300 points, right? Then we get into the other written assignments. 50 for the written assignment 1, 100 for the second written assignment, discussion questions, 225 points. So we're looking at a total of 675 points. Now, when we look at the final grade, we need 608 to 675 to get an A, which is 90 to 100%. 607 to 540 for a B, 539 points, 473 for a C. We're not looking at anything under C. You all got this. No D's, no F's. That's not how y'all roll. You all got this. I got faith and trust in you all, and you got to speak it into existence that you all would be doing great. The importance of this is the online course. I don't want to put all the weight on the exams. Now, of course, the exams are going to be online, which I have everything set up. You take the exam online. You can have your notes in front of you. Of course, you're at home or wherever you're at. Make sure you're in a nice, quiet location. Not out hanging out nowhere. Take some time and chill. Go through your notes. So you can use your notes for the exam, of course. This is online. The thing about it, there's a certain time frame, which is plenty enough time for you to complete the exam. I believe it's about 2 hours or so, 2.5 hours, I'm not sure. But it gives you a lot of time to complete the exam. You just going back, reviewing your notes, making sure you put the correct questions. The exam in itself, I think it's like 50 questions, worth 2 points each for multiple choice, true, false. For the first and second exam, 50 questions, worth 2 points, true, false, multiple choice questions. The third exam, I believe, I think it's 40 questions, like 2.5 points. So therefore, you have the 3 exams. So the 3 exams are worth 300 points. I don't want to put all the emphasis on the exams. Some people might say, oh, I get nervous with exams. But I can write a paper real good. So when you're writing the papers, they give you another 150 points towards your points as well, which is half of what the exams are worth. And then the discussion questions, real cool, laid-back discussion questions. You just kind of talk about things, and these are topics. Now, with the discussion questions, people wonder how am I grading you? 25 points total. And I'm going to go over through that whole process if you have to go through the discussion questions. I'm going to go over that. Keep these points in mind. As you all said, young people, do not act brand new when it gets toward the end of the semester because of the fact that you all know from day one, I need 675 points to get an A, 608 to get an A. Keep this in mind. Any questions, always feel free to contact me. Now, we got to participate. I need you to participate. I need you to take the exams when it's due. I need you to do the written discussions, the discussion questions when they are due. I need you to do written assignments when they are due. I'm trying to do everything in the last 2 weeks right before finals, so I want to catch up. You're way behind. That is considered as my participation. You got to do the work. Next thing, this is more or less participation in course required for this course. I need you all to read over this. Academic dishonesty goes into don't copy nobody else's paper. Give someone else credit for their work. Uh, missing more than, now I put this in, missing more than 5 discussion questions will lower your grade down 1 letter grade. Do not miss any discussion questions. Just make sure you have to manage yourself and say, hey, I did this week's, next week's, you're going to keep doing them every week. So keep in mind, don't miss any discussion questions. You got this. You have a whole semester on this. So academic dishonesty covering, you can't write down nobody else's work, give them credit for it. So if you're citing some source that you got from a reference, you have to give the author, the credit for what they did. And therefore, that's also in my discussion video regarding the contents that you need for the written assignments. I'll talk about that a little bit more. The second thing is, for the discussion questions, and I had this happen before, do not copy and paste somebody's answer to the discussion question. That is a form of academic dishonesty. So if somebody giving a response on a discussion question, do not copy and paste and use their stuff. That's academic dishonesty. So this is more information: ADA statement, religious observer statements, counseling and academic advising statement. If you need the services, definitely take it. Help desk, writing center, use all these resources, student success center that you need. So make sure if there's any accommodations or anything you need, there's the resources. Anything that we discuss, you and I discuss, each and every student is considered as confidential. I do not share stuff within the class about what we discuss. All my discussions are confidential. Important notes: you got to read the chapters, watch my videos, go over my PowerPoint presentations. One of my students from my last semester said one of my videos, she said my videos of the PowerPoint discussions are soothing. So at that point, make sure you watch them. All right, next thing we're going to get into is the course schedule. This is what y'all want to know. What's going on? So we're looking at now January 11th, which is in the morning. Today is the 10th, and the Bears have just lost. They just scored a touchdown, but it's too late. The Bears lost. So good luck to the Bears. The 18th, first week, introduction to class and discussion. So of course, we're not meeting interactively. However, I want you all to follow week 1, week 2. So the first thing, I have discussion questions. I'm going to go over the content. We're discussing the syllabus now, so you all, if you review this video, read over, get to know the syllabus and this class schedule. Again, do not be acting brand new. I want y'all to be able to, I don't know if people still say that though. I don't know. Somebody send me an email, let me know if y'all still say brand new, or give me a new term for it. But at the same time, I want y'all to be familiar with the course. And not just my class, all your classes. We treat my class and all the classes with high priority. You all have to graduate. That is the goal. You can do this. On the 18th, the second week, I do have a discussion question. So I put Martin Luther King Jr. Day being observed. I have an online class that I meet with on Mondays. However, I'm not meeting. That is Dr. King Day. That is a holiday for me, so I'm not doing nothing but sitting back, celebrate, listening to Stevie Wonder, happy birthday, and relaxing and celebrating that Dr. King does have a holiday. Stevie Wonder, that song before some of y'all time, so just probably YouTube it or something. The next thing is January 25th, we're going to look at Chapter 1, Chapter 2. We're going to look at some PowerPoints and videos, and I'm going to go through all that. The chapter on culture, socialization, more or less a little bit of social interaction, but I kind of pull more socialization a little bit in that. February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. And to all the students, ladies, happy Valentine's Day on February 14th. So, gentlemen, y'all got plenty of time now. I ain't gonna go there, but y'all got plenty of time. Don't be like, oh, I forgot. No, Professor Logan reminds you on the 10th, February 14th, get ready. So the day after that, the written assignment 1 is due. And we're going to go over that a little bit. I got a whole video how to access it. And then we're going to look over Chapter 1 through 4. Then February 22nd, we're going to have Exam 1. March 1st, any questions going over the exam? I usually just have a chance to talk with students. But students can contact me, video conference, whatever you want, we can meet. let me know through video, email, so I can set up time where I can, if some students like, okay, I want to have a video chat with me, that's cool too. Exam 1 will be completed March 1st. We're going to get on the chapter Deviance, Crime, and Social Control. The following week, March 8th, is spring break. Reminding students, a lot of students like to go party down there, Daytona Beach, go down to Florida somewhere. It is still pandemic. I'm not Dr. Fauci, nobody like that, but I'm just trying to remind you this is a pandemic. Remember. So if you're going out traveling, make sure you practice social distancing, wear your mask, and all that stuff. So just remind you, but the spring break is coming up that week. Then we come back and get back more information on deviance, crime, and social control. 22nd, week 11, we talk about social stratification and social class in the U.S. Then we talk about Chapter 10, Global Inequality, review of the exam, Chapter 7, 9, and 10. Then April the 5th, Exam 2, Chapter 7, 9, and 10. So April the 12th, we have the exam that day online. I'll show you everything, how to access everything. Then we go over the exam. Then Chapter 11, Race and Ethnicity is coming up on the 12th. April 19th, Chapter 12, Gender, Sex, and Equality. Gender, Sex, and Sexuality is April the 19th. I actually gave my students an exam on 4/20. They weren't happy about that, but I gave my students an exam on 4/20. It was like an evening class. So I said, okay, no cologne. Don't wear no cologne up in here. I don't want to smell that stuff. So actually, so on April 19th, it's going to be just going over that week in discussion questions. April 26th, the written assignment 2 is due that day. We talk about marriage and family. May 3rd, another chapter on marriage and family. Then it is final exam week, chapters 11, 12, and 14 on week 18. Now we done went through all that. Let's go and step back over here. Let's go back to the classroom. So this is where we have D2L. For those who's new to D2L, make sure you have access to this. So again, under my announcements, y'all see right here, there's the class schedule. We just talked about that a second ago. I just copy and paste just in case somebody can't open an attachment. You all can read it straight down here. Here it is, the attachment. If you want to take it with you, you want to open it, that's fine with me. Second thing I did was also the syllabus. Went down here, copied and pasted, so we have all the information for the syllabus. The next thing I did was also sent the attachment to it in case you want to open it up. Class textbook. This is what the book looked like. We need this book to go over that. You can access it through that Prairie State website. Some people have it, you get it. I always recommend getting it through Prairie State. The Introduction to Sociology, required by OpenStax, second edition. So that is the book that we have. Any questions, always feel free to email me. Just information about myself. Kind of read over it, I can introduce myself. Again, Jerry Logan from Chicago. Got my bachelor's and master's degree in sociology from WIU, Western Illinois University. Went on to Keller Graduate School in Management. Got my MBA, master's in project management. And then right now, as I stated earlier, finished my doctorate in business administration, concentration in international finance. Been teaching for about 7 to 8 years. I think about 8 years now. I've been teaching sociology. So got some history with this. So I love teaching sociology. It's fun. So next thing, going over here, I got this little calendar right here in case you get lost. It gives you some dates, upcoming events. Now what I'm going to do is switch on over a little bit. So this is my point of view. So this is me right here, Jerry Logan. I don't know if y'all can see my picture. Some people are like, what you look like? Still, it's me, I'm cool. So therefore, not an old guy, 50, but I'm not an old guy. This is a picture of me right here, so I'm going to switch it on over. Let me see how I can switch it over to student point of view, how this going to work. All right, viewers, students. Y'all get a first-hand look of my point of view. Let me see how you all see it. So now I'm viewing as a student. Make sure y'all can see the same thing. All right, so now it's as Jerry Logan as students. So this is what you all should see on D2L. If you have any problem, let me know. So the announcements are pretty much the same. Let me check the calendar. Oh yeah, the calendar is here. Yep, the calendar tells you everything. Exam 1 on the 22nd, March 1st. Well, this is when it's available, and this is when it's due. Be very clear with the due dates. I got it posted. I have them posted right here. So if it's available on the 22nd at 9 o'clock, on March the 1st is due at 11 o'clock. Do not wait to 10:59 because the exam can cut off on you. Give yourself at least 2 or 3 hours, and please don't wait till the last minute to try to do the exam. Get you a nice location where it's chill, that you can relax, and that you will be uninterrupted for a period of time. Make sure you have strong internet too now. I'll be sitting in Popeyes talking about, let me do my exam right quick, or sitting in, somewhere else like that, and the internet go out at Popeyes or Wendy's or something like that. No, don't do that. All right, so second exam is open on the 1st. I don't know how it's to April 11th. Oh, exam 2 is due. Exam 2 availability is open. So just kind of going over written assignments. So this is just the calendars and stuff right now. So again, I'm viewing as a student. You all should have access to everything as far as the announcements, the syllabus, the class textbook, my information. Now let's scroll over here. How are we going to figure out how to get to everything we need? Course content right here. Let's click on this. Let's see where we at. Now, let's stick to the course content. So right here, table of contents, week 1. So again, somebody just in case you missed it, content, you click on content, table of contents, week 1. I made it easier for you, so you won't have to be searching. You can just click on week 1, week 2, week 3, 4, all these go down. Nothing happened in spring break. I'll give y'all a minute. I'll give y'all some time to chill. Week 9. So then we're going to go all the way down and go down to week 18 to the final exam. Now, so click on that week. Let's see what happens when we click on week 1. There we go. All right, so now week 1. We go to the discussion questions. All you got to do is click to the left right here. Click on this, and then it leads you here, right here to discussion questions. Discussion question for this week will be, coming up is here's the rules. This is for every week. Now, for this one, do I have any points for this one? No, there's no points for this one. Yeah, they are. Okay, so the discussion is worth 25 points. This is one in particular, just the rules, so that you respond to each discussion question. This is just the format. I will announce weekly discussion questions every week as you just clicked on, and you respond to each question in the discussion board. Each discussion question is worth 25 points. This first one is just the introduction. Answer the question thoroughly in 250 words. I think it's 100. I think I changed to 150. I'm not sure. I got to go back. But I think I changed it. It was 250 at first. I think I changed to 150 words. Let me go back. I'm going to click on another week. This is one at the beginning. So let me just start out with this one, what the question is. So first, what I need you to do for this week. I need to know the first question, what are your goals in the next 10 years? And then the next 20 years. So you're going to click on and give me examples, such as your educational goals, what's your career goals, want to start your own business, what's your ideal job, and what are your financial goals? Remember, I'm a finance person. I mean, what's your financial goals? What is your plan for retirement? What is your plan for future? If you have kids, you plan on having kids, what is your financial goal? Making sure that everybody, that you can retire with some good money, and that you also have money to live comfortably as you get older. So, what's your goal in the next 10 years? I know some of y'all might be 18, 19 years old, thinking about partying for now. But then again, you got to get out of that stage. I used to be 18 years old back in the day, long time ago. So, what are your goals for the next 10 years, and then what are your goals for the next 20 years? And depending on your age, it says, imagine you're 25 years old. The second part of this is, depending on your age, imagine you're 25 years or older. And what would the older you say to the current you? For example, if you're currently 20 years old, what would the 45-year-old say to you, to the 20-year-old? So just say, for instance, you're 20, again, you're 45 and you say, man, I'm 45 years old. I want to talk to the 20-year-old in me. What do I need to tell that 20-year-old? Do I need to tell her, of course, I need to get graduate, stay in school, graduate from college, save some money, buy some property, some financial investments. What would be the advice that you, as 45-year-old, would say to the 20-year-old you? Because one day it's going to kick in real soon. I remember when I was 20, 30 years ago, and it just went by so fast to me. And I think back and I said, man, if when I was 20 years old, I did do the same exercise, and I said, what would the 45-year-old say to me? And I said, the 45-year-old me would tell me to stay in school, invest money, and be a great father, and stay out of trouble. So give yourself some advice and just kind of write about it. You can just write about it. I want to see what y'all, and feel free to respond to your classmates' posts. Something positive. Don't say nothing negative. No, you ain't going to make it. You going to be this. You going to be that. Nah. Give me some positive stuff, okay? So that's for the first week. Any questions, feel free to email me. Let's go into the second week. What's happening week 2? Here we go. We got Introduction to Sociology. I have videos for part 1 of chapter 1, a video for part 2. And then again, I have a PowerPoint presentation. So for these, you click on these, you access my videos, me giving lectures like I'm doing now, talking over the PowerPoint. So it's me talking right here in the first part 1, part 2, which talks about the sociological thinkers, and then the second part talks about the theories, the sociological theories. And then the PowerPoint is just me not talking to just a straight PowerPoint, which if you're trying to access for an exam and stuff like that. So then we're going to click on week 3. There we go. They're the discussion questions. I think I did have a 250 words. Yep. So what you have to do is you have to, for this week, now pay attention. I posted a new discussion question for chapter 1. It's due on Wednesday, January 27th. And you have to respond to 2 classmates by Saturday, January 30th at 5 p.m. So you're going to answer the question by Wednesday, January 27th, and after Wednesday, I need you all to respond to other people. Don't wait till Saturday to try to do all your posting, because of the fact that how somebody going to respond to you if you have waited till Saturday. So everybody waiting till Saturday to try to respond to each other. No. Do it Wednesday. You got Wednesday, Thursday. Do it in a timely fashion, and then respond to 2 people. So here's the expectation for answering weekly discussion questions. You respond to all respond in the discussion post. You do it every week as I ask you different chapter questions. I'll announce weekly discussion questions, and you respond to each question in the discussion board. Now the 25 points start. With each discussion question, in order to obtain the maximum points of 25, you got to do the following. Answer the question thoroughly in 250 words or more. So you're going to give me some detailed information. Don't just try to throw something together. Give me some information on what you've learned. You're going to do research through the internet, looking through the book, going through my PowerPoints. You're going to answer the question. Just give me some good stuff. Explain your answer thoroughly, or why you took that position in answering the question. Number 3, you're going to respond with a well thought out answer with your opinion to 2 of your classmates' initial responses in regards to the discussion question. But simply saying I agree is not a valid response and will not gain any points as a substantial response. So if somebody put an answer, oh, I agree with that. Nah, you got to tell me why you agree with that. What is your opinion with that? Now, we're going to have to learn some rules for the class before I begin with the discussion questions. As Birdman said, we got to put some respect on this class, R-E-S-P-E-K. We're going to put some respect on this class. We're dealing with sensitive topics. Nothing negative, derogatory, nothing profanity, nothing disrespectful. I do not want none of that stuff in there. Nothing, don't talk about the illegal activities. Don't talk about, partying and drinking, none of that stuff. Give me some professional stuff that you got going on. Trust me, I've heard it in some of the responses. I'm like, no, you can't talk about that. So, what it is basically we're going to be very sensitive to race, ethnicity, sex, gender, all that stuff. So just be respectful. Make sure you have something to say. Don't get into an argument with one of the discussion questions. Give me some positive feedback. If you are giving someone feedback, not so much negative criticism, but ways that you can help that student learn better. There's a lot of sensitive topics. I try to stay away from politics because political affiliations are different. So some people support this candidate, somebody support this candidate, somebody support this point of view. So it's very, touchy a little bit. So just be very respectful. I believe you all can do this. So number one, what is your definition of sociologist? One of the discussion questions. So then you're going to write down what your definition is. Now, some of the questions are when they say 250 words or less, give me some good information. What are some of the things you want to learn from this course? You got to also do more research. I talk about Herbert Spencer, Karl Marx, Max Weber, these guys in the discussion question in the PowerPoint, but I want you to also, you can, search the internet for more information about Herbert Spencer, Karl Marx, and Max Weber. Briefly explain their viewpoints and what is your opinion of each sociologist. These are very interesting persons. I chose these three, but I need you to just kind of go back and discuss it a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do each week is I'm going to have a video. I'm going to post a video. I'm going to add it to here. We're going by what my expectation for each question. I haven't done it yet, but I think I'm going to do that. So that way each question pop up, I'm going to say, okay, this is what I want y'all to talk about. So y'all be like, what do you want? What does this man want? So, number 4, do more research and define the functions, perspective, symbolic interactions, perspective, and the conflict theory. And then number 5, explain the difference between these theories as well. So what it is basically, I'm not jumping up and down as far as real lengthy. I'm looking at 250 words, which should be enough, especially when you talk about 3 different perspectives and 4 and 5. When you're talking about 3 different sociologists, I need 250 words or more. What are some of the things you want to learn is can be way beyond 250. And then the definition of sociology, not just the Britannica Webster's definition, but give me, just some insight of what do you think it is yourself. None of the discussion questions are considered right or wrong at this point. I'm not, unless it specifically asks a question. But a lot of these are based upon your opinion, and so I'm going to be more specific in each week. So I think what I'm going to do is upload videos each week, attach them to the content. And then that way, if you have any questions, you can review the video of my expectations for the weekly questions, discussion questions. You also have, you have my PowerPoint presentations. You also have my videos. So this is just a PowerPoint presentation on Chapter 2. I don't have any discussion questions for Chapter 2. So I don't want this video to be too lengthy. I'm just going to click on Chapter 3 real quick. Again, discussion. So this one I said 150 words or more. So I cut it down for this one, 150 words or more. Because this is a lot of questions in here. So I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. Again, as you click on Chapter 3, for that particular week, here's my video, PowerPoint presentation. Here's the video, which I'm lecturing. Let's go on to the week 5. Same thing, discussion questions, kind of going through these. There's a video, and there's my PowerPoint presentation. So you have both of those. Now, as we get into written assignment 1, let's go to week 6 real quick. Here's more information on right here. Where's my video at? Okay. I got to post my video up here. So I don't think I had a video. I don't have a video for this one. So this is pretty simple. So it's 2 to 3 pages worth 50 points. So just kind of review this a little bit, but you have access to it. Let's see. When you click on written assignment 1, it should give you access how to post it up. Let's see. Yep. There we go. Upload it right here that you can attach it. Try not to copy and paste it, but you try to upload it. Your attachment, so that way you can go ahead and just click on it. I'm trying to make everything easy where you can just click on it, instead of you searching for it. If you have any problems, always feel free to send me an email. So let's slide on down a little bit. We at week over here for the written assignment. Let's slide on down for the exam. Now let's get to the exam of week 7. Again, I'm not going to click on it. However, it's just click on this right here. It starts to February 22nd and due May 1st. March 1st, you click on that and give you access to the exam. Spring break, again, the same thing with the rest of the chapters. If you go down again, let's just hit one more real quick. Deviance and social control. Here's the discussion questions here. Where's my video at? Uh-oh, I gotta upload my video. Sorry about that. Oh, here it is right here. Yep, it's uploaded. So here's my video right here for deviance and social control. Here's my PowerPoint presentation, and let's click on the discussion question, how we can respond to that. So you get here, and then you start a new thread. Click on this, and then you can start this and putting your comments right here, and then you can post it. So you start a new thread. Here's all my weekly discussion questions. Make it easy for you. Just all you gotta do is go by week, click on it, and then respond to it. So let's go on over the same thing with week 13 for the second exam. Again, it's available on the April 5th. It ends at April 11th. Click on that, get for the second exam. So we're still doing everything. Here's just the written assignment that is due. So here's the whole thing. I need you all to kind of go over this a little bit. So what I did is talked about, again, more information for the written assignment. Again, just click on it. That's how you're able to submit. Click on here, written assignment 2. You're able to submit it. Also, this is more information I have. And then here's my video. Got to watch my video on this too. So I'm kind of breaking down. So we're going to go over this. Just take your time and go over this like quick. And I got a video that talks about the written assignment. Any questions, feel free to contact me. Then we also get towards when it's ready for the final exam. When it becomes available, again, just click on the final exam. So remember, this is in the table of contents. This is the course schedule. Let's see what a full schedule look like. Here it is, full schedule. As you see, everything is right there. I want to make it easy for you. And convenient, that's the word, convenient for you. So therefore, all the information is there. Try not to jump ahead of time. Let's just go step by step as far as the contents for the course. So try not to make this too lengthy. I'm used to lecturing for hours and hours, so therefore I'm used to this. So class starts tomorrow. Kind of go through all this information that you have. Any questions, hit me up. Again, my information is through here. My email, jlogan3674@prairiestate.edu. Any questions, let me know. Any questions. Do not sit around and think and hesitate and question, scratch your head. I don't know. I have the answer. This is my class. I have the answer. So you hit me up and let me give you any assistance that I can provide for you. Glad to have you in my course. My class is always pretty cool. And just, make sure you do everything on time. Communicate any questions. All your other courses, communicate any questions. Make sure you do everything on time. My biggest problem with seeing students with an internet class is they skipping. I forgot this week. Or let me try to make it up 2 weeks before the class ends. All this, so just try to avoid that. So it is a pandemic. Continue to practice social distancing. Like, I'm not Dr. Fauci, but I'm just saying practice social distancing, wear your mask, continue to be safe. Have a great day. And if any questions, feel free to email me. But glad to have you in my course. We're going to have a great semester.